Today, we're going to take some inspiration from Guga Foods on YouTube. Links in the show notes. That's for infused butter, or also known as butter of the gods. Great for steaks or chicken, turkey, potatoes, whatever you put butter on. This is butter of the gods. So we're going to do a little bit of an infusion at the end, but not the entire thing because I don't want to change the flavor profile of it. But we'll be able to infuse butter of the gods eventually.
Welcome back to the Talking Hedge. I'm Josh Kincaid, capital markets analyst and host of your Cannabis Business Podcast.
Couple of things we're going to need is bone marrow and eggs. Go to a butcher shop, buy some bone marrow, have them cut the bones in half lengthwise, and that's going to be a really nice additive to our butter. A lot of flavor, but it has some blood in it. So in order to get the blood out of the bone marrow, you need to soak that in some water with salt. Just add a bunch of salt to it, mix it up really good until it dissolves, and then store that in your fridge for 3 days, fully submerged, and it's going to come out blood-free, ready to go. All right, the other ingredient is eggs, and we're going to cure it, which is a little bit odd. I never cured eggs, but in order to do that, you're going to add 1 part sugar and 2 parts salt into a mix. Stir that up really nice, and then you're going to fully immerse the eggs. You want to create a base initially, and then you're going to crack your eggs, leaving the egg whites, take the yolks and place them on that base, and then fully submerge, that is, the egg yolks. Make sure that it's completely covered, whether you do that on a plate or Tupperware, whatever. You want to put that in the fridge for at least 5 days, 5 to 7. 5 was good enough for me. And when you pull it out, you want to make sure to use a spoon and not a fork. You don't want to stab these because you can still damage it. So you want to lift the egg yolks out of this salt sugar mix very carefully. It's not that easy. This guy makes it look easy. And then just soak it or rinse it in some water to get the salt and sugar off of it. It's nice and clear. And then put that on some parchment paper. Throw it in the oven for about 2 hours on low. I don't know what low is. For me, I think it was about 160, and it worked out to be fine. So after about 2 hours, they come out and they are nice and cured, kind of hard, and you can actually grate them like cheese. And that's going to be part of our main ingredient for butter of the gods. All right, so a couple days have passed. Bone marrow's ready, blood-free. We can pull that out, rinse it off. Normally we would season it, but since this is going to be an ingredient, we're not going to. So we're going to set the oven on broil to the highest temperature for broil for about 10 minutes till it's nice and golden brown. Might be bubbly a little bit, but should be ready to go. It should be nice and hot though, so make sure you have an oven glove or mitt or something as you're holding it. Grab a spoon, grab a bowl, and just start scooping that bone marrow out. Dump it all into the bowl, and we're going to use that same bowl to add the rest of our ingredients, which is, the eggs and butter and some chives, some anchovy paste, which you're going to need, even though it doesn't sound very good. You don't really taste it, so you don't have to worry about it, but this is delicious. All right, at this stage, we're ready to start making our butter of the gods. So we're going to use regular butter. You could start off with the infused butter. You could also start with some RSO, but that might taste pretty funky. So we're going to try a variety of things. There's a 20-to-1 tincture from Green Revolution. There's also a 1-to-10. It's an avocado-based tincture that is also from Green Revolution. It's an indica. And then there's a 1-to-1 also avocado-based tincture. But we're going to start with butter because we want to try a variety of things rather than just the infused butter to begin with. So we're going to try a few different options and see what we come up with. So you want to add your butter, some bone marrow, parsley, shallots, garlic paste, anchovy paste, pinch of salt, and of course the cured eggs. More the better. I think I added 2 or 3. Make sure you grate that like cheese until it's all in there. Throw it into a food processor, blend it up until it's nice and done. Grab some clinch plastic or saran wrap, whatever, and then just dump that in there, fold it up, twist it up so that it's easy to get to. Store that in the fridge for a couple hours until it's a nice solid block, and then you're ready to go.
All right, so we got our steak and frites ready. We got some sauce in here. We're gonna infuse it a little bit. Toss some of this Green Revolution 1-to-1 avocado-based tincture. It's a 1 part CBD, 1 part THC in here. From our friends at Green Revolution. Put 50 mil in our sauce, 25 mil on our bird or on our steak. Our steak has butter of the gods on it. Also got a cured egg, cooked at medium. Actually, well. Yeah, it's really good, really flavorful. That egg kind of adds some saltiness to it. Feels creamy, very, very soft, probably because I salted it a little bit before, but it's good. It's a lot of work, but there's a lot of flavor. I would definitely try it. I don't know if I'll do it a lot, especially the egg part, but it is very unique. It's good. It's complex, rich, flavorful. I'd recommend you try it. It's good stuff.
All right, hopefully you guys liked the tutorial on infused butter of the gods recipe. We also did one on homemade salami, which is not easy. You got to get tenderloin and jam that into a casing. Not very easy. So might not end up doing the video because I don't think I want to do that again unless I can find a really good casing. So that's the whole trick. You have to come back to the Talking Hedge and find out.
With that, we're going to roll this one up. I'm Josh Kincaid. This is the Talking Hedge. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, or don't, and I'm out.
Don't forget to smash that like button on your way out and check out these other videos that we've got.